Wow. I, first off, thank you all so much for your support. Just general interest in my first video. Really, I've been sitting on that concept for a good maybe 4 years at this point. It's been one in the making. But I just thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, commented, everything. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. That being said, I'm not a one-trick pony. I think if you remember from the last episode, I said something along the lines of, join me next time when we talk about a band that will not alienate my audience. That's right. Oh yeah, I kind of spoiled it. Oh, 100 Gecs. As a band, generally, or, well, at least for the release of 10,000 Gecs, they're more so seen as the funny meme pick, and I mean, to some extent they are. They have their goofy moments, their isms, their complete waves of nonsensical nonsense. But upon listening to the lyrics, they really have this heart and soul that feels refreshing. Now, I'm not the biggest shoegaze, hyperpop, sad boy aficionado there is, but much like an amazing Caro Caro Bonito track, they always really just manage to squeeze that last little bit of genuine intrigue from the toothpaste tube of Jared Home. So, how do they stack up in a world of flamingos and YTP sexers? Well, let's find out as we dive into 1000 Gecs and its first track, which just so happens to be.
You take like 10 tries in my eyes.
Oh my god.
The song isn't really bad. Tonally, it listens super well. And I enjoy the clever wordplay. Laura says she's throwing money in the oven, which I like to take as a double meaning of literally throwing bread into the oven, or just throwing money into a fire just to let it burn because you have so much of it. The chorus, while being super duper simple, is really catchy, honestly. And overall, this track is just great. It's a really good starting track. We even get this, at the end. It really gives you this little charcuterie board of 100 Gecs, and I think it's an amazing first track. 6 out of 10.
Hey, you little piss baby. You think you're so fucking cool, huh?
The hook to this song is a Loreless and Dylan Brady earworm that will happily feed all the pipeline punch and Doritos to. Maybe a couple Fritos. On top of that, it starts with this crazy incoherent slander towards the listener. They call you and me, for that matter, a piss baby. They say our arms are small and look like cigarettes. They even make fun of the size of my truck. 9 out of 10. A classic Gec track. I think my real question is, what the fuck is a money machine? I mean, I can see the argument for it being an ATM, but honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. And maybe it's better that way. Anyway.
I said nothing's new, nothing's changed. I still need you.
The song is actually a big point of contention for me because originally it was really low on my list, but honestly, after listening to the lyrics, I've found that there's this weird double side that the song takes lyrically and tonally. Laura talks about a relationship that she has where everything seems to change so rapidly that she can't focus on it. So then Dylan comes in and talks about their addictions to weed and how that stays the same day in, day out. Weed, monster money, weed, monster money. It's really nice because after that, we immediately get Laura talking about how things shouldn't change, maybe. And then we're just immediately sideswiped and given this Screamo thing. Well, it's not really Screamo. It's more just, I honestly didn't know that there were lyrics. I thought it was just Dylan, like, but apparently he's just asking where the fuck the weed is at, and yeah, that sounds about like Dylan. Anyway, this song is exponentially rised up the track. It was originally a 4 out of 10, and now I can happily give it a 7 out of 10. Good job.
I need help immediately. Please do something.
The first of two instrumental tracks. While it's a little bit mismatched, I think it comes together super duper well. Even if it does just kind of sound like a toddler banging away on a piano. It's got this chaotic rhythm to it, almost like improv jazz. I don't really hate it, but also I think the other instrumental track is far better. 5 out of 10.
Stupid horse and a swordfish jet. Spending my money on fish that jealous.
10 out of 10. Okay, but really, this song is everything 100 Gecs is, and is really just the reason I fell in love with the band to begin with. It's quirky, it's poppy. The switch Laura and Dylan pull at the second verse is some of my favorite shit. From what we've heard, Laura is just pissed off because she lost her money, but Dylan's just dancing with the horse with a swordfish. It's amazing. From the upbeat, rambunctious sound to the crazy idea of just getting pissed off at losing all your money, so you assault the loser jockey and steal his horse. God, I love this song. Perfect. Actual perfection. Probably my favorite song on this album. Probably my favorite 100 Gex song. Maybe it's not my favorite 100 Gex song. You'll get your time. This song bleeds 2010. I feel like I'm gonna see 240p pics of Mario kissing Sonic in anime style. Maybe some Final Fantasy artwork. Naruto AMVs. Soul Eater AMVs. A lot of Marilyn Manson. Grr. Ugh. Dark times. All joking aside, though, I really like the trance style of vocals Laura and Dylan take on for this track, and they even managed to interpolate Soldier Boy somehow, and I didn't pick up on it on my first listen, but yeah, it's there. Makes me feel like an angel with a shotgun, piercing the veil, causing blood on the 6, dancing, rainbow, taco, eating kittens who turn away from the mic so they can puke rainbows. Out of 10. I really love this song. It seems a little bit simple, but the lyrics and general delivery make this song. The lyrics seem very one note, but they're actually incredibly sad, especially at the later half. Originally, we're told about how this person comes home from work and checks their messages and talks to the person that they call their boy, which is more so said in a sort of significant other tone.
I feel like shit.
Not you. But psych, because apparently they're not. And then we get a confession of love from the bridge saying that they changed their ringtone because they really love you, and they may just be drunk, but they love you. Only for the next verse to tell us that it didn't seem to go so well. The lyrics used are it's really heartbreaking. If there's any song to listen to from this album, it is definitely Ringtone. It is a high recommend. I would say it's perfect, but I feel the use of the chorus after the last bridge really kind of puts it down because it is just a chorus again. I feel like if Laura may have delivered it a bit sadder, or maybe even just kind of, I don't know, slow down the pace a little bit, maybe, but overall it's still an amazing track. Definitely worth a listen. 9 out of 10. The last of the instrumental tracks, and man, does it stand out. I really like this one more so than I Need Help Immediately. It's playful and feels kinda just, I don't know, maybe I'm finding meaning in a puddle of mud, but I kind of feel like this is what 100 Gags really is all about. I really like how the musical riffs just kind of flow into one another in this weird chaotic nonsense. They all just kind of play off one another very beautifully. This is another 9 out of 10.
Just looking for a way to fight the corpus bride. She's working in my mind.
The song is an actual masterpiece and gives Stupid Horse a run for its money. No pun intended. For this album, this song is definitely their most refined and adult. That's not to put down the other tracks, but there's this weird deep gut feeling I get with it. The lyrics paint pictures of scorn for someone who's essentially just bugging the shit out of you, and the buzzing noise that goes throughout this song really complements that. Hell, even the music video plays into it with, that's frightening. This is a sleeper hit. Just another cherry on top of this already cherry-filled sundae. 10 out of 10.
You're sitting all alone and you call me on the phone and you say I need love. Can you get to me now?
The song is certainly something. Real talk though, I think they should have been swapped with Hand Crushed by a Mallet. This song is a very sweet song about a lover being there for their significant other.
Now I'm dangerous.
Not you. It's really nice though, but as an album ender, it's really hollow. It's just lacking, and that and the ending chaos it really overstays its welcome. I really don't like it. 7 out of 10.
Fuck it all, fuck this world, fuck everything that you stand for.
This album is a fantastic piece of hyperpop, techno, shoegaze, drum and bass, sad boy. You get the picture. The vibe of the album, as well as the pitched up vocals, bring the wave of nostalgia only could really give me. It's packaged in this blisteringly amazing piece of music pie. The way songs come and go is never inherently good or bad. Songs that are amazing are little snippets that don't really overstay their welcome, while songs that are kind of meh are pretty cut and dry and usually just have a really good instrumental to go with them. Lyrically, on the surface, this could seem like more of the same shoegaze, general whatever, but lyrically, Laura and Dylan have this amazing talent for writing music that's hidden under quirky nothings. Like, some of the best songs on this album were given lyrics like I smoke a weed, I hit the booth, all this shit. It's really good. Taking all that into consideration, my final rating for 1000 Gecs is an 8 out of 10. It's a classic that always manages to hit any playlist I make, whether it be just a few tracks or the whole album. Join me next time when I talk about an album that will put me in one of two categories. Ugh. Goodbye. And remember, you are what you eat.
And I eat that pussy.